Hello everyone, I'm Rose and welcome back to English with Rose. Today, we're going to be talking about the most important points. It's all about pronunciations. Yes, listen, when you talk in English, we often ignore pronunciations. It's not the part of learning English. This is the crucial part of learning English, let me tell you, my friends. If you are learning English, what you do exactly? You learn tense, grammar, modals, verbs, and so on and so forth. Do you learn pronunciations? No, you don't learn pronunciations. You don't exactly focus on learning pronunciation, do you? No, you don't learn. Your entire focus is only and only to learn tense, modal, and everything. First, you just set up a goal to learn how to speak, right? And that is okay to some extent. That is really okay to some extent. But let me ask you a question. If I speak your name incorrectly, are you going to love me? No, you're not going to love me. You're going to hate me. Let me ask you a word. Gigantic. Let me say it again. Gigantic. How do you pronounce this word? Do you pronounce gigantic? No, it's not. It's wrong to pronounce gigantic. How you set up all your pronunciation, let me tell you, you see the spelling rule and you see all the spelling and you say it according to the spelling. And that's the wrong way to learn pronunciations. The real pronunciation of the word is gigantic. What? Gigantic, not gigantic. To avoid this kind of mistakes, I am back with some 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tips that I really had when I was working on my pronunciation skill, or when I was working on my pronunciation skill, that I am back. And this is all about the secret tips that I'm going to share with you all. And if you're genuinely interested in just improving all your pronunciation skill, you have to watch all the tips that I'm going to share with you. All right. The first tip, you have got to prioritize learning pronunciations. All right, truly speaking, you've got to prioritize it, learning pronunciation. Of course, you've got to give at least 15 minutes to 30 minutes. You've got to give it to yourself. If you don't take out your time to practice, you can't succeed easily. What exactly happens when you only learn how to talk in English, and when you learn how to talk in English with correct pronunciation? See, when you talk in English simply, people that they are just only going to listen to you. But when you talk in English with correct pronunciation, people are really going to criticize you. They're going to say that, oh, a Londoner came to Babani Patna. Oh, an American came to Babani Patna. They're going to, criticize you. That is why just ignore them. Just ignore them and try to prioritize it and just give 15 minutes to 30 minutes a day and practice it. All right. So what is the tip? The tip number one is prioritize it. All right. And time is 15 minutes to 30 minutes you've got to read. Say it. All right. Tip number second is you've got to take any English textbook. Any English textbook you've got to take. All right. And what you do? You just read them aloud. Read them aloud. Don't just read it to yourself. Don't just read like me. Don't do it like that. Read it aloud. When you read it aloud, you're going to feel confident. See, you are the first listener to your speech. You are the first listener to your speech. When you speak it up, you are the first listener. And you accept your voice. Many people, avoid recording to themselves. But you don't do it. All right. Second number tip was what? Just read out any English textbook. All right. Third is very powerful. Tip number three is really very powerful. It's all about listening more and more to yourself and listening and watching more and more to any native English speaker's movie or news or anything or any program or any podcast. See, we have no anyone to practice in English with, right? Have we? We don't have, right? But we've got a buddy, we've got a phone buddy, right? We've got a phone buddy. And just play your YouTube, just go to your YouTube and search any native English speaker or any Hollywood movies. Play it. Don't watch it for your entertainment. Watch it to learn. Make your surrounding English. All right. And try to watch big initially try to watch with the subtitles so that you're gonna read it and you're gonna utter, you're gonna practice, you're gonna copy them. All right. The tip number 30 is what? Listen and watch Hollywood movies. All right. Next, tip number 4 is focus on your mouth movements. All right. Look at my mouth movement when I talk in English. The same sentence I can say, look at my mouth when I talk in English. See, I didn't have the mouth movement properly. So you observe the native English speaker when they talk, they have a different shape of their mouth. Exactly, you are also going to have that kind of shape. Don't shy. All right, don't shy having a different shapes. See, when I say shape, see, my mouth, it's like a pig, right? Pig. So what you've got to watch and observe native English speakers say using have their proper mouth movements. All right. Next, the tip number 5 is just watch and listen. Listen more English songs. Listen more and English songs. And try to hum, try to murmur, try to sing it up. Try to sing the way the song is. Try to sing the way the song is. And truly speaking, this is all about learning English through observation and listening, and you've got to completely imitate it. Listen, imitate. Listen, imitate. All right. Let me tell you now, when I was working on my pronunciation skill, you might have heard a movie called Titanic. I watched it for 9 times. Is that a joke? No, it's not a joke. And let me tell you, for your better understanding, I didn't watch the movie for my entertainment. I watched a movie, exactly the movie is all about 3 hours. But do you know, to finish one movie, I took around like 1 or 2 days. I took one movie, one time, around 1 or 2 days. Because I didn't watch the movie for entertainment. I had a personal, computer. I just used to have an earphone, an earphone, and I just want to put on the earphone and I just played, paused, and uttered. Played, paused, and uttered. Played, paused, listened, and uttered. I used to do that. All right. One movie, one 3-hour movie, it took me 2-3 days to entirely finish. All right. This is the way of learning pronunciation skill in a natural way. What if you get a book? From a book, you can only get knowledge, but ultimately you're going to practice with your friends, right? All right. And the tip number last is, might be 6 number, take a buddy. All right. Just make a buddy, make a speak an English buddy, make an English buddy, and then you try to talk slowly. Try to talk slowly but accurately. Pronounce a word correctly. You don't need to just speed up. You don't need to speed up. Just say it so slowly and accurately. When you talk slowly and accurately, a day gonna come that you're gonna speed up your speech, and your speech is really going to be livable. All right. So today I just share with you all the processes, all the tips that I really had when I started working on my pronunciation scale. I hope you loved them. And if you really loved the tips, and if you really think that you should also implement those tips to brush up, to improve your pronunciation skill, then please do like the video and share with the crazy person who is also interested in improving their pronunciation skill. All right, with this, see you, Tata, Namaskar.